Hello, welcome to a tutorial video on how to conduct online searches in the Do Not Pay portal. We will also provide helpful tips along the way. First, some important notes. All screenshots and portal demonstrations use fictional data within a test environment. You should never show screenshots of personally identifiable information publicly. If you have any questions, please contact us using the following information. This information will be provided again at the end of the video. Let's begin. When you log into the Do Not Pay portal, the default landing page is the online search functionality. Let's take a look at the Select Data Sources section of the online search window. All data sources that you are eligible to use for online search are automatically selected as a default. To select individual data sources that you wish to search against, first click in the checkbox in front of Select All to deselect all the data sources. Notice the message indicating that you must select at least one data source to conduct an online search. Hover over a data source to see the name, when the data source was last updated in the portal, and the data source description. Click the checkbox to select that data source. Hovering over any of the data sources will give you the same information. Select all the data sources you wish to check against. Let's reselect all the data sources to demonstrate some of the features of the redesigned online search functionality. If you begin typing a name in the SSN, EIN, TIN field, a warning message will display below the field that only numbers may be entered there. As soon as something is typed in the first name field, the Enter Last Name field turns red, and a red warning message appears advising that this field is required when first name is provided. After entering the whole name, you can click the Search button. Scrolling down, you can see that there are 4 match results listed in the Match Results section. The fields that were matched against appear in this box, as well as the data sources that were matched, based on the criteria entered. In this case, Kavers and Form 990N were not searched because a TIN is required to search those sources. Hovering the mouse over the icons at the top right of this section will reveal the Save Print Results Summary or Save Print Results Summary plus Details options. You can look at the match details by clicking on the plus sign at the right of the Data Source Results Found box. Click the Show link to see more details for the match, and click the Hide link to close the detail window. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see the Search Outcome section. This box can be filled out at any time during your regular processes for researching matches. You can fill in an amount of the payment that was matched, use the pull-down arrow to select the frequency of the payment, use the pull-down arrow to select the payment category, and type any notes you would like to retain in the comment field. When you are finished, click Submit. You will see a notification at the bottom that your feedback has been submitted. Let's try a search by TIN or SSN. First, click the Clear button to empty the search criteria fields. Then, begin to enter the SSN in the SSN, EIN, TIN field. Note that if you pause, as if those are the only characters you are entering, the warning message appears indicating that the number being searched must be 9 characters long. Click Search. The Match Results section displays 12 match results. As you can see, the Social Security number search criteria matched against several data sources: AIS Obituary, AIS Probate, Credit Alert System, Department of Defense, and Department of State. However, the search did not check against LEIE Public, OFAC, or SAM Exclusions Public because those data sources do not contain Social Security numbers. Let's do another search using a name to demonstrate how to view additional details available with some matches. Let's click the Clear button. Then we will type in a business name. Click Search. Click the plus button on the ARL match results to open the match criteria for the result. Click the Show link under the Detail column to open up details for the match. Hide those details by clicking the Hide link. If there are more details included for the match, clicking the Show link will open up details with a set of tabs at the bottom. Clicking through the tabs will display details related to each tab if there are any. If there is no additional information on that particular tab, the message will indicate that. Click the Hide Details link. Click the Save Print Results Summary and Details button. The PDF appears on the screen. After you are finished reviewing the information, click the Close box on the Explorer tab to close out the report. This should give you enough information so that you can begin using the online search functionality. The rest of this video will provide recommendations for which search criteria to use and explain how the search logic works so you can better understand your results. This chart shows which searchable fields are included with each data source. Here's a helpful tip. If you search within a field that is not included within a data source, no matches are returned against that data source. For restricted data sources, the primary search category is Social Security number, Employer Identification number, or Taxpayer Identification number. For public data sources, the primary search category is the name field. Please note that the IRS tax-exempt data sources are public data sources, but are searchable by Taxpayer Identification number. Since the portal matching logic is dependent on the unique identifiers that are associated with each data source, Do Not Pay recommends that you search as many data sources as you are legally approved for. Use all available search fields that you have access to in order to receive the best results. This chart shows our recommended search criteria combinations to use in order to receive more accurate results based on the two types of possible searches: 1. An individual search, or 2. An entity search. In order to have the most accurate matches, use 3 search fields if all those data points are available. There may be occasions where you might choose to conduct searches using fewer fields due to the search logic of the portal. In order to explain this approach, it's best to walk through several examples. In this first example, we see the results from a search using one field, an SSN, EIN, or TIN. 3 data sources were not searched because each of these require name information. By expanding one of the results, we learned that the name Adam Boyer is associated with this single field SSN, EIN, or TIN search. On the other hand, if we use the 2 name fields for our search without the SSN, EIN, or TIN field, we receive more results due to the fact that the public data sources provide matches based on these name fields. In this case, KVERS and Form 990N were not searched because a TIN is required to search those sources. Also, in this case, we see the individual Adam Boyer has another SSN, EIN, or TIN associated with his name. If we use all 3 fields for our search, you might think we would get the maximum number of results because we are searching all available fields and data sources. But this is not the case. If you expand the results, you see that there are no longer the matches to Adam Boyer's alternative SSN, EIN, or TIN that was revealed with just the name search. For example, why wouldn't the American InfoSource, or AIS, obituary data source show a match result based on the name of Adam Boyer, even if the SSN, EIN, or TIN was different? This is important to note. The search logic prioritizes the SSN, EIN, or TIN field over the name field. What this means is data sources that can match on either the SSN, EIN, or TIN field compared to the name fields will first look at the SSN, EIN, or TIN field. If there is not a match with the entered number, the name field is disregarded. Alternatively, if the SSN, EIN, or TIN field is blank, then it will match against the name field. To reiterate this point, in our example here with the AIS obituary data source, we see a match when we perform a name search only. We find that this name search is associated with this alternative SSN, EIN, or TIN. But if we include the SSN in our search, we no longer have an AIS obituary match because when there is no match with the SSN, American InfoSource ignores the name field. This is true in all of the other data sources with searchable SSN, EIN, or TIN fields. Because public data sources have no such field as part of their records, they will continue to yield a match with the corresponding name fields populated. In order to yield the most accurate results while conducting your Do Not Pay portal activities, our recommendation is to still use all three search fields if you have the information available. However, if you suspect an error with the SSN, EIN, or TIN, or the name, we recommend attempting separate searches with the SSN, EIN, or TIN first by itself, and then with the name field second by itself. Conducting two separate searches in this manner could avoid the potential match problems we demonstrated in our examples earlier. If you click on the Help button while in the online search functionality, you will see our recommended search criteria as well as an explanation of the search logic. If you have any questions, please contact us using the following information. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.